Welcome along to Amsterdam for day number 2 of our virtual Euro 2020 tournament. The round of 16 is well and truly underway. Well, we've had 2 shocks in the tournament already. Italy are out courtesy of the Netherlands, as are England, even more surprisingly, to Poland. But who will be joining Netherlands and Poland in the next round? And who will be joining Italy and England with a terrible, disappointing exit in the first stage of knockout games? 2 sides that have looked quite decent in the tournament, not mainly Croatia, more Russia. They finished top of their group. As for Croatia, well, they lost their last game to Israel, so they have a lot of work to do today. They finished 3rd in Group D and went through as one of the 4 best 3rd place sides. You'll remember, of course, Croatia were the World Cup finalists against France. Gave them a good game, but just couldn't come out as winners. Can this be the tournament where they can finally claim a title? As for Russia, well, they had quite a dramatic World Cup themselves. They made it all the way into the semis against Spain, where they were knocked out. Sorry, Croatia, actually, not Spain. They beat Spain. They were actually knocked out by Croatia. So this is a repeat of that game. Are we going to see a similar result in this match? So here are the lineups today. A couple of changes for Russia. Akinfeev comes back into the goal today. Gilherme played in that previous match. As for Croatia, no changes to the team. The manager is still happy with his 4-3-3 formation. Will it come into fruition today and get them the all-important victory they need? Well, these sides on paper, as I said before, they have played off against each other in 2018, a World Cup semi-final that certainly brought us dramatic goals. You might remember Denis Cheryshev with an absolute thunderstrike of a goal in that game, one of the goals of the World Cup in 2018. Can he be the person to bring the drama and the passion for Russia today? Both sides are going to be going for it. Here is Anton Moranchuk running through already, and it's cleared away. Well, as I said, Russia been fantastic in this tournament so far. They finished top of their group. They were in the same group as Belgium, Denmark and Finland. Big game that was. Here's Ozdoev into Moranchuk. Cleared away now by Modric into Rebic. In for Perisic. Now for Rebic. I'm getting told it was the quarter-final. It felt like it was the semi-final. I can't remember. Who did Croatia play in the semis? I can't remember now. Here is Perisic either way. Croatia on the ball. Good chance to get this into the box. Fantastic save by Akinfeev. He was one of the star players of the Russia team in the World Cup, and that's a quality save. Here is Moranchuk. Remember that they're managers, of course. Most importantly, they have 3 changes to make, and they're going to have to be very tactical with the changes, of course. 4 substitutes cannot be made in throughout the game, of course. Usually you would be able to make a substitute in extra time. This game doesn't allow that because, quite frankly, it's rubbish and doesn't have the proper rules. And I just remembered, yeah, very good point there. It was the quarterfinal because we played them in the semi-finals. That just proves how quickly I erased that game from my memories. Sorry about that, Kieran Trippier. We'll always remember that goal. Anyway, here, back to this game. Let's see how it's going. Here's an opportunity for Mislav Orsic, and it's cleared away. Now a good chance for a counter-attack. Here is Ozdoev into Yuri Zirkov, one of the oldest players at the tournament. In fact, he's at the age of 36 now. Zenit St. Petersburg fullback in for Fedor Smolov, who's absolutely wiped down there by Domagoj Vida, who is in fact one of the changes from the Croatian side. He comes in for Vedran Čorluka in today's match. So it's been a little interesting start here in the first 15 minutes. Both teams going for it. On attacking, of course. Remember, extra time and penalties can happen. And I think the referee's brought it back for a free kick here. No, he hasn't. He's played on. I think he's given a booking there just for a tackle a moment ago. But, of course, we saw the game between Italy and Netherlands in that first match. They looked quite resolute to sit back to try and take it to extra time, I would say, for Italy mainly. As for Netherlands, well, they just waited for an opening to come, and, well, that was a fantastic goal from Memphis Depay in that game. As for England and Poland, they went for quite the opposite approach. Both managers going attacking, wanting to really get that opening goal and push on. It would prove very good for Poland, but for England, it came very costly, of course. Losing 2-0. And it's all important in this game that you get the first goal, take the momentum, you know, have that leading goal. That just doesn't mean you can exactly relax. Of course, this is a one-legged fixture, but it means at the same time you have a foothold in the game. You can control your tempo. And here comes Croatia now. Are they going to try and get that first goal? Rebic tackle on the edge of the box. And it could be a counter-attack here for Russia. Here's Fedor Smolov. Scored the first goal of the tournament for Russia against Belgium. A lovely back post header, one of the standout goals of the tournament for the assist. Now into Smolov, and it's a bit of good defending there at the edge of the box. Here is Ivan Perisic, who is one of the only goal scorers. In fact, the only goal scorer for Croatia in their 3 fixtures in the group stages. Now into Veselko, who tries to whip it in. Good block there from Yuri Zirkov, means that Veselko gets the ball back. Now in for Perisic, lofted into the box for Mislav Orsic, and it's cleared away. And it's a good little start here from both sides. Both really going for it. Couple of decent chances for either team. I've got to say so far, though, Russia aren't really having the major opportunities. Croatia looking to try and attack them, get that first goal. Here is Barisic of Rangers, lofted in for the box, and what a save that is. And well, once again, Croatia with another major opportunity to get that goal into the back of the net and open the scoring. Barisic of all players, bombing down that left-hand side, holding the players off there. And what a fantastic save that is from Akinfeev. Point-blank range header there, just doesn't go into the back of the net. Rakitic is going to whip this corner in. Lofted up for Ante Rebic, who can't get his head onto it. And one of the substitutes today, Ozdoev. He wasn't in the side, actually, for the previous game. He was in for match day 1. Comes back and clears the ball. Oh, well, that's a hasty tackle there. Very hastily tackle. Domagoj Vida's going to go into the booking here. You might remember in the previous match, Croatia were very, very aggressive with their tackles. Looking to really go for it. Putting sliding tackles. And it looks like they're going for that same approach again. Vida not happy with the ref there. And he's going to be the first player to go into the book today. And this is a great chance here for Russia to whip this one in. Golovin is the player to do so. Lofts it in for Moranchuk. It bobbles down. It's still in the path of Russia, and that is a fantastic save. Well, Fedor Smolov probably should be in a position there to make it 1-0. Look at that. It comes down, a little bit of tussle in the box, ball bobbling about, comes at the feet of Smolov, and a great, great save there from Subasic, formerly of AS Monaco, now a free agent in real life, and it's going to go out for a corner. Zhikia going to whip this one in at the back post for Fedor Smolov, who does connect with it, but he drops down for Mislav Orsic, and there is a great chance here to counter-attack. Here is Dejan Lovren, who nearly scored the winning goal, the equalising goal actually in that game versus Israel. Kind of went as a makeshift striker. That is a lovely ball in for Ante Rebic, and that is even better defending there from, I think it was Yuri Zirkov who came back. Brilliant, brilliant work from the veteran player. 36 years old, as I said, still plays at Zenit. Fantastic player back in his day. Formerly of Chelsea in the Premier League, and that is the defending you need at this stage of the competition. Remember, as it stands, if it does stay 0-0, extra time and penalties will be on the way in this competition. Here is Mario Fernandez into Zobnin. Takes a touch. Now in for Alexei Moranchuk, who tries to turn and take on the shot. But great defending there means Croatia can counter-attack. And this is what we like to see. A lovely ball in for Perisic. It is onside here. Can Perisic go all the way? It's Ivan Perisic, and he certainly can. That is the goal that was needed by Croatia, and they lead in this game. And it's their star man of the tournament so far, Ivan Perisic, who puts them into the lead. It's Croatia 1, Russia 0, and that is the goal that they've looked for in the first 38 minutes. What a big goal that is. And well, they have been really attacking in this last 40 minutes or so. They've had the better chances. And look at this ball from Modric. Executedly perfect into Perisic, who has loads of space, loads of time, and he's not going to miss that. He's the only player to score for Croatia in this tournament so far, and he scored again, and that has to be one of the assists of the tournament so far by Modric. It's 1-0 to Croatia, and it's all to play for. Big 50 minutes of this game left for the Russians. And well, that is a massive goal indeed. What an assist that was from Modric. Perisic, who has been the important player for Croatia, puts Croatia in a great position here to make it to the next round. Here is Golovin. Now going to bomb down the right hand side into Fedor Smolov. If they can get a goal back here just before half time, we're going to be back square again. Here is Alexei Moranchuk. Still has the ball. Moranchuk, and what a save that is. Well, we could have had an equaliser almost instantly in this match. And Subasic comes up trumps. Big save. Can Russia go on the attack one more time before the half finishes? Here is Zhikia into Ozdoev. And it's a bit of a deflection there and it comes back into the path of Croatia. Here is Veselko. Now to Vida, who, remember, is on a yellow card. Back to Veselko again. They're just going to hold the ball here. Wait for the half-time whistle to blow. No need to rush an attack. And there we go, the half-time whistle blows. There's a lot of work to do for Russia here. They've not really had many of the major chances. Croatia could have had a couple of goals, but all that matters so far is Ivan Perisic put his side into the lead at the 39th minute, and it's 1-0 to Croatia. Big 45 minutes to come for Russia. And it's a big 45 minutes indeed. They're going to have a lot of work to do here. So, 45 minutes in, Russia are down by a goal. I will not make any changes for these sides right now, but what I will do, and I would assume Doherty, if he was in the building, would do this as well, is just kind of push his players up very, very slightly indeed. So they're not kind of strikers, but they're still classed as wingers. And then we're going to move Moranchuk just a little bit more up. What we'll do, as I said, for any managers that aren't in the building, we'll make 2 changes in the 60th minute and a change in the 75th minute. So you have a player, if the game goes into extra time, that can be a little bit more useful and a little bit more up for it energy-wise. But we're going to go back into this second half. As it stands in this game, it's Russia 0, Croatia 1. Big goal from Ivan Perisic, his second goal of the tournament, to put them into the lead. Russia going to go all-out attack, just try and see if they can push for a winner, an equaliser in this game. But keep your eyes out, because the next game after this is going to be Spain v Bosnia. The charity spot has still got it all to play for. Remember, if the charity spot wins, it's double cash. Here is Veselko. Now into the goal scorer, Ivan Perisic. Could he maybe get another goal in this game? And when he's got loads of space to run into here, he's going to use that to his advantage. Lofts the ball in there for Ante Rebic, and what a save that is! My words. Well, Akinfeev is keeping his side in the tournament big style. He's had to make some big saves already, and that has to be the save of the game so far. Ante Rebic, point-blank header once again, and that is a beautiful save from Akinfeev. Lovely, lovely save. Can they make it 2-0 here in the 50th minute? Going to be lofted in for Rebic, but Akinfeev can drop it down. Now he's going to be hit here by Akinfeev. Lofted down to Fedor Smolov, who does get his head onto it. This could be a great opportunity for Russia to counter-attack. Moranchuk holding the ball. Now into Ozduev. For Zhikyu, who's playing as a makeshift striker. Lofted in there for Smolov. And it's a good clearance away. Here is Yuri Zirkov. Lofted into Orsic, and now there's loads of space. Remember, if these teams are going to go attacking, space will be there, and wow, what a shot. Orsic, long-range effort, clips the bar. Just clips the post even, not the bar. What a chance that was. Here's Perisic, who's running the show right now for Croatia. Goes through, he's in the box. Now for Modric, who tries the long-range strike himself, but he can't get it on. Good deflection there by Ozduev to keep it out and away from that goal. Here's Barisic. Now into Brozovic. Some good football here from Croatia. We're going to make the changes in a minute for either side. Here is Perisic once again. Now for Veselko of Atletico Madrid. Into Luka Modric of Real Madrid. Deflection. Lands at the path of Brozovic of Inter Milan. Back to Modric. Into his former teammate Veselko, of course, used to play with Brozovic back in his day. And it's going to be cleared away. A lot of pressure here from Croatia to try and get that second goal. And well, it's been lofted in. And that is the second goal they needed. Just like that. Croatia in again. And it's Perisic again. It's 2. And there's a lot of work to be done here. Well. The Croatians really do have a foothold in this game. And Perisic is on the score sheet once again. Lovely, lovely goal. And you can say it's absolutely deserved. Well, it's poor defending here from Russia. Look at that, a simple ball in there. Really, really poor defending, you have to say, from Yuri Zirkov, who doesn't keep close to his man. Lets Perisic really have an opportunity to attack that ball and head it into the back of the net. You could even say that could have come off his arm for a handball. But either way, who cares? It's in the back of the net, and just like that, Croatia double their lead. There's a lot of work to be done here by Russia. And that's the perfect time in this match to make the substitutes for both managers. So what we're going to do here, because the managers aren't available and they're not here, you would expect in a game like this for Russia to go a little bit more attacking. So they are going to bring on Zuba in this game. So he will be one of the changes. These players are going to move up very slightly. Remember, they have to score 2 goals to try and take this into extra time or penalties. The final change will make Yuri Zirkov will come off. Shenikov will come on. As for Croatia, we're going to drop their play down a little bit here. Brozovic is going to come off for Rog. We're going to have Barisic come off here for Pirovic. And then Mislav Orsic, I think, will come off in this game. And I think Nikola Vlasic will come on the left wing here. So a couple of changes for either side in this game. Are we going to see any goals here from Russia? As it stands, Croatia well and truly in the driving seat of this fixture. They're just going to drop it down to a balanced approach. Russia have all the work to do in this game. 25 minutes left. Just a little bit more than that, and additional time still to come. They need 2 goals to take this into extra time. Can they do it? Maybe there's a chance here for Croatia to try and get a third in this game. Here's Perisic again. Already got 2 goals in this game. Just waiting for the right opportunity to whip this one in. Now he does indeed. It's in there for Rebic. It bobbles. It's still there for Rebic. And that is a mistake at the back. And it's free to Croatia. And that has to be that. Well, the Russians have fallen apart, and that is going to prove catastrophic at the back there for the Russians. And well, a mistake at the back, a slight touch there, just gifts it into Ante Rebic, and that has to be one of the howlers of the tournament. Look at that for a ball. Perisic there with an assist in this game. It bobbles down. I think Zhiki with the deflection there into Ante Rebic. And that is the simplest of finishes you could possibly get. It's free to Croatia, and surely that is that. Well, Russia, they've had a good run in the group stages, but it looks like this is where the end of the road will come. The substitutes are on. They need 3 goals in this game to try and get into extra time. And we've only 20 minutes left. It's the biggest of tasks you could possibly ask for any manager. Here's Zuba trying to loft it in. Now for Fernandez, trying to get it to Zobnin. It comes off him, and that will go out for a Croatia throw-in. And well, this has been a great game and a fantastic match for Croatia. They had to come back. Remember, they lost their previous game to Israel 1-0. Disappointing result for them. They've come out firing in this game, and this really will prove vital for them, because remember, they will face whoever wins the next match coming up shortly, if they can keep the result. Because here comes Edekin, who takes the shot on, and we have our first corner in what feels like forever for Russia. Can they get a goal from this? If they can make it 3-1 here, 72 minutes on the clock, there's still plenty of time in this match to maybe cause one of the biggest comebacks and biggest shocks of the tournament so far. It's going to be whipped in here by Zhikya, who has been on the corners all tournaments. It's in there for Mario Fernandez, who does get his head on it, but it's a little bit wide, and that's going to go out for Croatia throwing. And well, this is where they've disappointed today. You know, in the games that they've played in this tournament so far, Russia have looked quite good on the attack, quite calm and resolute. Today, they've rushed at opportunities and not really taken chances when they need to. As for Croatia, well, they've taken opportunity of all the space that's been left open. And here is another example of what can happen when you go all out attack. Here's Perisic into Luka Modric. Now for Ante Rebic, who will try and get his second goal of the game. Here's Vasalko, lofted in, trying to get it towards Nikola Vlasic, and it's cleared away. Well, we're going to have a change of tactics here very slightly for the Russian manager. He is going to push some of his players a little bit further up pitch once again here, so his centre mids are just a little bit further up. As for his fullbacks, they are going to kind of play just a little bit further up, the highest you could possibly get them before they become midfielders, and that will be that. Well, Doherty is not happy with his team. Zobnin, a tackle there means it goes back into the path of Croatia. Here is Pivanovic, back to Daniel Subasic, who has had to make some good saves in this game. Remember, it's not been a case of, in that first 15 to 20 minutes, there were a couple of chances from Russia. Subasic made the saves when he needed to. As for Akinfeev, even though they've conceded 3 goals, there was that mistake for the third goal a moment ago. It could have well and truly been 4 or 5. Here could be the 4 for the game, because Rebic has an opportunity, and it goes out this time. Well, that's going to go not into the highlights reel for sure. Rebic looking for his second goal in this game. Modric there, another quality pass. He's been absolutely incredible today. We talked about him in match day 3 where he should have been sent off. Of course, he does play today, and he's been just producing quality balls into the box for the front three. As for Rebic there, not exactly the finish you would want from him. Here is a ball whipped into Juba, who does get his head into it. The 6'5" striker at Zenit St. Petersburg. One of the top scorers in the qualifiers of any player, actually. Now it's Rebic. Oh, well, look at the space here for Rebic. But the shot is straight at the goalkeeper. Here is Erikin into Smolov. Poor ball from Smolov there means that Croatia can attack again. It comes back to the feet of Russia in Juba. Zhiki. And well, that's a bad tackle from Lovren there. What's the referee going to do here? Poor tackle. Lovren goes into the book. And I have to say, that could have been even worse than a yellow. Let's just look at this this tackle there. Well, he does get the ball, and of course the referee has to take that into account. Probably not a red card to what I forced for first fault with the tackle, but risky tackle it still was indeed. Here's Juba into Mario Fernandez. Now for Zobnin, lofted in, comes back to Zobnin again. Maybe there's a chance to get one goal in this game. In for Smolov, headed down, back to Golovin. Now for Fernandez, good little spell of football here for Russia. And it's lofted in, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. And well, I've got to say, all the momentum that's been riding on Russia in this tournament and how well they did in the group stages, one of the standout teams, they have absolutely fallen apart in the knockout stages. I don't think anyone would have expected a 3-0 win in this game. It's looked so comfortable, but here's a chance for Juba, who takes the shot on, and it's a simple save for the goalkeeper. And they've been really disappointed today, Russia. They will be bowing out of the tournament. As for Croatia, it is really a big victory. And it just proves that they have got a lot to show when it comes to the next stage of the tournament. Big match this has been. They had to come back from that disappointing, shocking loss against Israel. And they've certainly delivered today. Maybe time for one more goal in this match. Nikola Vlasic of CSKA Moscow, formerly of Everton, still goes with the ball into Luka Modric. Now in for Nikola Vlasic. And we're going to have a final corner in this game. Could they get the 4th goal of this match before the referee blows his whistle? And once again, Luka Modric with a killer ball into the box there. Lovely pass. He's really been pinging it about. And that's going to be the corner. It's going to be actually lofted in by Ivan Rakitic, with just under 30 seconds left on the clock. It's in the box for Nikola Vlasic. Headed down. It bobbles to Vasalko, who lofts it in for Perisic, who's on for the hat-trick. Now for Modric, into Rog. Into Rebic, who needs his second. Deflects off the player. Back to Rog. Referee plays on here. Modric still has it. Modric! And the referee blows his whistle. Well, what a game of football that was for Croatia. They had to come back after their disappointing match day 3 defeat. And they came back in style. Ivan Perisic scored 2 in this game, as well as an Ante Rebic goal, which came from an absolute howler at the back from Russia. Their tournament ends here. It's been unfortunate for the Russians. They did really well in the group stages, but they're out of the tournament. As for Croatia, they're through to the quarterfinals. It ends Russia 0, Croatia 3, and Jack Brooks 7 is through to the quarterfinals. Welcome to Amsterdam for our 4th fixture of the round of 16. Well, we are halfway through what has been a pretty dramatic set of fixtures so far. The tournament, it started without goals. They've certainly started to deliver in the knockout stages. You just witnessed a big 3-0 win for Croatia. Massive result. Are we going to see the same amount of goals in this game, or is it going to be a tight affair? Well, the previous side that made the actual tournament in the final were Portugal. They won it courtesy of that late winning goal from Eder, who doesn't even make the Portugal team anymore. Can they be back-to-back finalists and winners in this tournament? As for Bosnia, they made it through, remember, through the courtesy of the Euro playoffs. They had a fantastic group stages in a group with Sweden, Poland and Spain. Came through in second, got a 0-0 draw versus Spain. Unbeaten so far, haven't conceded any goals. Can they shock Portugal and knock them out of the tournament? We've already seen big shocks already. Italy out, England out. We saw a moment ago Russia going out. Are we going to see another one of the big dogs out in just a couple of moments' time? If the charity spot wins the tournament, it's double cash for a certain charity, which will be decided, of course, later on if it can make it through. But Portugal, managed by FIFA iOS Games, they wanted to finish the group as the only side to take 3 wins out of 3, but a loss against France in matchday 3 did prove catastrophic to trying to get that feat. Can they do what Croatia did and come back with a big victory? They've got a very tough task coming up against Bosnia. So as the national anthems go on, it is a great game of football this. We have 2 managers on the touchline who are assisting the Bosnians today, trying to get them through. KL1602 and It's Your Boy are helping to try and see if they can win some cash for charity. Here are the lineups. 4-3-3 for Portugal right now. No changes to how the team has played. Up top, Bernardo Silva, Cristiano Ronaldo and Gonçalo Guedes, who's got a magnificent goal for Valencia in real life last week. As for Bosnia, they haven't changed as well. Why change an unbeaten formula? Žeko, Lulic and Edin Viška up top. They haven't looked bad in the tournament at all so far. So on paper, this game you would expect Portugal to win. With how the tournament has been so far, Bosnia have impressed. This is going to be a good fixture, and it all begins here. Both these sides will be hoping they can go on a run in the knockout stages. They both did really well in the group stages, but of course this can go into extra time or penalties. So let's find out what happens here in this game. Here is Bruno Fernandes into Mario Ruiz. Interesting when you look at these sides. As I said, you would expect Portugal to destroy Bosnia in a game like this. Could have the first chance already here. Bernardo Silva got loads of space to run into, and well, that was a great first opportunity on goal. Portugal going for it straight away. They don't want to mess around here, and that could have been goal number 1 already, only a couple of minutes into this, from Bernardo Silva just outside of the box. But as I said, on paper, you know, Bosnia so far have been really impressive. I mean, that 0-0 draw against Spain, they really counteracted how Spain played, and it got a good result against them. As for the other games between Poland and Sweden, they picked up a great victory in the tournament, as well as a draw. Here's a mistake. That's it for Cristiano Ronaldo. And what a chance that was. And what a save from Begovic. Well, we've already had a couple of opportunities straight away here from Portugal. It could have been 2-0 in the first 10 minutes. And this is the man you've got to stop today, Cristiano Ronaldo. He wants to get that top goal scorer. He wants to win the tournament again. And of course, he's going to be the danger man for Portugal today. So 5 minutes in, Bernardo Silva is going to whip this one into the box from the corner. It's lofted in for Bruno Fernandes, who can't get his head onto it. Drops down for João Moutinho. He lost it back into the box. Trying to get it to Gonçalo Guedes, but he doesn't come into his path. And Bosnia can counter-attack. And well, that's a lovely ball from Edin Dzeko into Edin Viška. Still has the ball. Now in for Rade Krunic, who tries to loft it in for Edin Dzeko. It goes out of play, and that is the type of play that Bosnia need to go for today. It's not going to be a simple match. Counter-attack will probably be the way to go. And we have a corner here. Miralem Pjanic is going to whip this one in. It's lofted in for Lulic. There's play down in the box, but no shouts for a penalty. And it comes back to Portugal once again. Both sides going attacking in this game, of course. You would kind of expect Bosnia to be attacking, but more counter-attacking as well at the same time. They don't really want to bomb players all forward in desperation. You know that this Portuguese side, if you leave them any open space, players like Ronaldo and Bernardo Silva will just take the space and use it to their advantage. Here's Perisic into Edin Dzeko, who has scored a couple of goals in this tournament so far. Now into Rade Krunic of AC Milan. Into Pjanic. Back to Dzeko. Now for Perisic. In for Lulic. Some lovely football here. And that comes off once again. And well, this is what we're proving in this tournament so far. Bosnia are really starting on the front foot here. And they have another corner. Miralem Pjanic is going to whip this one in. He's going to take it short. He takes it into the box. It's in for Perisic. He's taken down and the acrobatic effort goes wide. Well, I thought that was going to go in the back of the net then. That would have been probably one of the goals of the tournament. Look at that. That is probably as close as you can get with the acrobatic. What an opportunity that was on goal. Bosnia with another chance. And this game is well and truly wide open. Here is Pepe into Bruno Fernandes of Manchester United. Now into Bernardo Silva. Here is Ronaldo, who, as I said, will be hungry for goals in this tournament right now. Here is Lulic of Lazio in Serie A. They've got a very heavy Italian set of players in the Bosnian side. Of course, Lulic plays for Lazio, Dzeko for Roma, We have Krunic of AC Milan, Pjanic of Juventus. Some good players in there that will have had experience at the highest levels of football. Here is one of them, Krunic. Into Edin Vişka of Istanbul Başakşehir of the Turkish League. Now into Bernardo Silva. This last 15 minutes or so, Portugal on the back foot. Here they come though. And that ball is going to go out for a goal kick. Good chances here in this game for either side. You can see possession-wise, 54% for Portugal, 46% for Bosnia. That's all that matters right now. It's not really possession. It's more how you use the ball and use your attacking tactics to your advantage. You've got to make the most of the space that's available. And look at the space here for Gonçalo Guedes to whip this one in. But he doesn't use it as well as you would like him to. And it's clearly away. Vişka drops it down for Krunic. A mistake there. Gives it back for Ronaldo. The referee gives the advantage. And Portugal have a free kick in a pretty decent position here. You'd expect Ronaldo to take this one on. Slight tackle there from his teammate in real life, Miralem Pjanic. Just a little niggle there on Ronaldo. He's going to bring that back. And you would expect the Juventus forward to try and take this one on. Here he is, standing over this free kick. Ronaldo takes on the strike. And what a save that is. My word. Well, Ronaldo was absolutely going to take that on. You know that's his range. And that was going to be right in the top corner. What a save that was from Asmir Begovic. Fantastic, fantastic save. Well, there's another one of the players that plays in Italy, Asmir Begovic. Currently on loan at AC Milan in Italy from Bournemouth, Portugal. With the corner. And a little bit high there. It goes out for a goal kick. Well, a good opportunity there. I've got to say that pretty poor from Ruben Neves. That really needs to be going on target at this stage of the match. Of course, remember, I keep saying it as always, but if this game does stay 0-0 or it stays 1-1 or 2-2, for example, it will go into extra time or penalties. Of course, we've got loads of the match to go yet, so we'll have to find out how it goes so far. I think both managers will be happy. Both sides really going for it. Good couple of opportunities by either side. I would have to say, first 27 minutes, this has definitely been the most equal in terms of games. Now here is Prisic into Kolasinac. He's got a lovely cross in him. Can he use that to his advantage? Here's Prisic. In for Edin Dzeko. In for Edin Dzeko. It's in by Edin Dzeko. And Bosnia have taken the lead. Lovely, lovely work. And just like that, what a goal. Bosnia are in the lead. What a goal that is. And I was just saying a moment ago, Kolasinac has a lovely cross on him. He decides to take it short. It comes into Prisic, as you can see in a moment's time. He takes the touch. He passes it into Dzeko. And well, Dzeko is going to smash that one into the back of the net. What a goal. And Bosnia have taken the lead in this one. Bosnia 1, Portugal 0. Are we about to see another shock in this tournament? We'll have to find out as the game continues on. And well, Dzeko is absolutely delighted with that goal. The captain getting, I think that's his third goal of the tournament. Sorry, second goal even of the tournament. And what a big goal that is for the charity spot. Well, what a goal. And as I said, I was just saying a moment ago, 27 minutes in, both sides look very equal on paper. Both having good chances. Both having really nice spells of possession on the ball, making the most of what they've got. But Bosnia strike first in this one. And Edin Dzeko, a lovely, lovely goal indeed. And maybe he could go forward again here. He takes the shot on, but a little bit too far out there. A speculative effort from the captain in this game. Here is Prisic into Bikasic. Lovely, lovely football here from Bosnia. I would be very surprised if Portugal don't go a little bit more attacking later on in this game. Of course, we'll have their substitutes to make a little bit later on in the game. But Bosnia in the lead here, 1-0 up, looking very good. No change of tactics so far in this game for Bosnia. I think even though they are 1-0 up, they still have loads of opportunities in this game, I think, to stay attacking and really hit these players on the break. As I said, Portugal weren't looking convincing in that game against France, and they've had a couple of good chances in that first 15-20 minutes, but it's kind of calmed down a little bit here for Portugal, and they're not having many major chances. Kind of have their first one for a little while now. Ball from Bruno Fernandes trying to get to Ronaldo. Good tackle there, and here come Bosnia again. Vişka into Rade Krunic, and look at the space for Lulic to work the ball into here. Dzeko calling for it. A little bit late there with the pass. Here's Prisic. Good tackle from Bruno Fernandes, but he gives it as a free kick, and they're going to hold it and take it long. Well, Bruno Fernandes with the tackle there. Just he gets a touch on the ball. Perisic maybe makes a little bit of a meal of it, but it's a good chance to whip this one in here. Can they make it two? Pjanic lofts it in. Good ball, but unfortunately Rade Krunic could not get there to tap it into the back of the net. Here is Gedesh. Another free kick for Bosnia here. Portugal looking a little bit frustrated right now, giving away a couple of free kicks. Let's have a look at this opportunity there. Oh, well, I'm not going to say. I think he's been absolutely... that's going to hurt. That's all I'm going to say there. I think he's just backheeled his private parts there. That's going to hurt for quite a little bit of time. But a free kick here for Bosnia. Maybe they can make the most of that. Pjanic in for Vishka, who takes the touch. A little bit heavy there. Now for Krunic. In for Todorovic. Lovely ball. Trying to get it for Dzeko for a second. But he's cleared away. And Portugal can counter-attack. Here is Ronaldo. Into Gadesh. Lovely 1-2 football here from the forwards. Bruno Fernandes into João Cancelo. Comes back to him again. Maybe one more opportunity before half-time. Or maybe one more opportunity for Bosnia to double their lead. Trying to hit it towards Dzeko. But it's cleared away. Here's Cancelo into Moutinho. Comes for Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely defending. And the referee is going to bring this back for a free kick in a very good position here. At 2 minutes on the clock. He's going to let them play on. Cristiano Ronaldo wants a card to come out for Bikasic here. The referee says no. But this is a great opportunity to just equalise before half-time. Well, they've been a little bit behind in the last 15-20 minutes. Bosnia with a lot of possession. Can they get an equaliser and change the complexion of the half-time team talk? Ronaldo stands over this one. Can he whip it in? It's deflected, and the referee will let them take the corner here. And that is a poor, poor free kick from Ronaldo. He needs to put a little bit more height on that, and that could have gone in the back of the net. But one chance left here to whip this in. Bruno Fernandes is going to be the person who takes the corner. Ronaldo comes short. It's lofted in. Bernardo Silva. It comes down for Ganesh. Just on the edge of the box. Lofted back in. Moutinho takes a touch. It's cleared away by Bosnia. And the referee finally blows his whistle. And at half-time of this game, Edin Dzeko in the 29th minute puts Bosnia in the lead. Are we about to see another shock in this tournament? Bosnia 1, Portugal 0. Well. This is an interesting affair so far. Look at the stats, you know. Realistically speaking, you would say Portugal have done a lot in this game, and you could say maybe have deserved a goal. I wouldn't say they have in terms of the shots and shots on target, not really taking them to their full advantage. But as for Bosnia, well, they've had a couple of good opportunities of their own. And most importantly, they took their opportunities and put themselves into the lead of this one. And they absolutely deserve it. Portugal have a lot of work to do in this second half. So we're going to go into the second half here. No changes, as I said. Of course, the Bosnia managers who are working on the side to try and win some cash for charity are doing very well so far. 1-0 up to the good. We're going to go into the second half and find out what happens. Let's go for it. So, 45 minutes left for what is a major, major game. The world will be watching as 45 minutes later on could see Portugal out of the competition. The winners of the 2016 Euros. Sorry, 18. No, 16. What am I talking about? I didn't have one in 18. It was the World Cup. The 16 Euros. It doesn't feel like ages ago, that, does it? The 2016 Euros. Euro 2016. Well, doesn't feel like 4 years when you think about it off the top of your head. But we're about to see Portugal potentially go out of the competition with 45 minutes left to go. As for Bosnia, well, this will be the furthest that the team have ever gone in the competitions. They only made it through courtesy of the playoffs. They are very, very close to making it through to the quarterfinals of the competition. Crazy, crazy game it's been so far, and a crazy tournament full of shocks. Here is Dzeko, who was the goal scorer in the first half of the game. Comes back to Ruben Neves. Now Cristiano Ronaldo, who has been a little bit quiet in this game so far, had one of a decent opportunities in that first 5 minutes where Portugal looked really on the front foot. And ever since then he's been a little bit quiet, especially with the poor free kicks he's taken. Here's Glasinac into Lulic. Now for Milan Pjanic. Lulic, if they can get a second goal in this game, this is going to be a very, very tricky half an hour plus for Portugal. They'll have a lot of work to do, and I don't know how, with the way Bosnia are playing right now, they can get back in the game. Here's Lulic. Great opportunity, and even better defending from Bernardo Silva, who comes back to help his team out. Here is Ronaldo. In for Gonçalo Guedes, and well, he's got a lot of space to run into here. Decides to pass it back to Ronaldo, and it proves costly. Great defending there from Prisic. Here's Dzeko into Envishka, back to Dzeko again. And a tackle from the Portuguese player. A little bit of a light tackle there, but the referee brings it back. I think Portugal players are starting to get just a little bit frustrated with the ref. He's given a couple of these small tackles away, giving them good free kicks in decent areas. And this is one of those. It can be lofted in long into the box from Pjanic. He plays it short. In for Vishka. Drops for Prisic, who got the assist for that first goal. Now in for Vishka. He's blocked. And that nearly went into the path of Edin Dzeko there. And that could have proved very costly. Here's Ronaldo into Moutinho. And we're going to make the changes in this game now for Portugal. If the managers want to make a change for Bosnia here, then give me a heads up. But we're going to have a change here. There is going to be another player coming onto the pitch in this match. And that is going to be João Felix coming on. So a change here means there's going to be 4 up top for Portugal in this match. Andre Gomes is going to come on. As for the back, Mario Rui is going to come off. Nelson Semedo comes on. No changes for the Bosnia manager. He's happy with how it goes. So 30 minutes of this game left. Portugal are going to go all out attack. They have to go for it now. As it stands, Bosnia are going through to the quarters. Portugal are out. Todorovic into Dzeko. What a save that is. Well, that could be the difference between Portugal and Bosnia. That is a massive, massive save. That is the difference between Portugal going out and Bosnia going through. And now here come Portugal on the counter-attack, of course. Going all-out attack is going to leave lots of space, but also leave you with plenty of men forward. Here is one of those instances. Fernandes now in for Pepe, who tries to take on the strike first time, but it's deflected by Bikazic. Here's Lulic. Could pass it into Dzeko, who's screaming for the ball. He gets it back. Dzeko takes the shot on. I don't think he should have gone for the opportunity there. A little bit wasteful with what could have been a great chance to take it on goal. It's crazy, isn't it, to think that 20 minutes left. Portugal could be out. Another one of the big dogs. It really is going to be such an interesting quarter-final. Already massive, massive teams out. Italy out. England out. Are Portugal one of the next big ones to go out? Who knows? Here is Rade Krunic. If they can get a second here, with Dzeko's on the ball. And Dzeko's on the ball and he's hit the post. Oh, that's unlucky. They are knocking on the door. Another great chance for Dzeko to make it 2 to Bosnia. He hits the post. And it's the outside of the post, but either way, another great opportunity goes amiss for Bosnia. And that second goal will be the comfort blanket in this game that they so desperately need. A great chance for Dzeko to make it 2. So we're going to make a change in the 75th minute for Bosnia. Here's a ball to Bernardo Silva. He heads it down. It comes to Edin Dzeko. Now for Lulic. What can they do here? They don't desperately have to push forward with 15 minutes and above just left of this match. Here is Kolasinac. Holds the ball. Now in for Prisic. One opportunity maybe to whip this one in. Kolasinac lost it into the box. And Dzeko has the ball cleared away. So we're going to have a change here from the Bosnian manager, of course. 15 minutes left of this game. The charity spot, as of right now, is going through to the next round. In terms of the change, we'll take a tired player off. I don't know whether the manager of Bosnia, who's going to be running the show here, will have an idea of a change in mind. We'll find out what happens there. But as for Portugal, well, I really don't know what they can do right now. They've got a lot of work. A lot of work. Bruno Fernandes is going to move up as a cam. And then Prisic is going to come off here. Jalo is coming on. So a change in this game for Bosnia. 15 minutes to go. 1-0. Slender lead. They need a second one. As it stands for Portugal, well, they're going all out attack. Pretty much 5 up top. A goal they need right now just to put them back in this game. Here's a ball in for João Cancelo. Really was for Dzeko there, but it came perfectly into the Man City fullback to clear his lines. Here is Prisic, who'll be coming off in a moment. Now for Kolasinac. Into Senjan Lulic of Lazio. great ball into the box, but doesn't get to Miroslav Pjanic. Here's Prisic, back to Pjanic again, and the shot is blocked, and it's going to go out for a corner. And well, Bosnia have been absolutely delightful in this game so far, really running the show. As for Portugal, once again, they've just not turned up. 10 minutes left of their tournament. It's got to be the biggest 10 minutes so far. They look so good in the previous games. Are they going home? Pjanic is going to loft this one into the box. Big 10 minutes for either side. It comes in for Sjajalo! Oh, what a chance that was. Well, the substitute has only been on for about a minute, tops, maybe less. A lovely header there. It goes wide of the mark. And wow, that would have certainly made your... that would have been a massive goal for Sjajalo. That's going to go wide. Rui Patricio smashes this over the field here. Ronaldo in for Pepe. Now Ronaldo gets the ball. It drops here for João Felix. Lofted in for Pepe, who takes the strike on. That is a big save by Asmir Begovic. It's cleared for a corner. Drama in this game. Well, Pepe, who's acting as a makeshift striker, had the opportunity to put Portugal back in this game. Take us on the shot first time. Massive save there by Begovic. And it's hoofed away for a corner. Well, they need to make the most of this corner. You'd expect this to be on the head of Cristiano Ronaldo. It's lofted in by Bernardo Silva. Drops for Pepe. And Pepe takes the strike on. He's hit the bar. Comes down for Bernardo Silva. And Pepe nearly equalised. It's lofted in. There for Pepe again. And it goes out for another corner. Oh my lord. Pepe with another chance at goal off the bar. Bruno Fernandes is going to whip this one in. It's lofted for João Felix. It drops down. Trying to clear it away. Bruno Fernandes gets the ball back. There's going to be a change here for Bosnia. And, well, they need to make a change desperately right now because 5 minutes left of this match and Portugal are really coming at them now. That ball is lofted into the box. As it stands, we're going to have to find out what happens in a moment's time. But Pepe with two major opportunities in this match to put it level. Krunic is going to come off. Simiro is coming on. And that is the change made in this game. So the ball is lofted in. It's going to drop down at the feet of Edin Vizca. Here's Dzeko. And well, they've got men forward now. And Bosnia could end this game if they could get a second goal here. Here's Todorovic on the right-hand side. Lofts it in. And it's nearly gone into the back of their own goal. Oh, well. Rui Patricio not happy there with his defence. That nearly was 2-0 to Bosnia. Now it's a corner for Bosnia. Lofted in for Sjajalo. Drops down for Edin Vizca. 2 minutes of this game left. What can they do? Cleared away. Here is Pepe. Last chance saloon for Portugal. And João Felix is in space. He doesn't have the pace though to run through on goal. It bobbles. Gonçalo Guedes. Now for Pepe. Tries to get it for João Felix. Comes back to Bernardo Silva. In for Bruno Fernandes. And there's going to be a change here. Edin Vizca is coming on. They're going to waste a little bit of time. Hadrovic is coming on. Big change. It's going to drop down for Pepe. Still has the ball. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Last chance saloon. Comes off the defender. Vizca gets the ball back. Bikosic can clear it surely. The referee has to blow his whistle. And he absolutely has blown it indeed. Portugal are out of the competition. The winners of Euro 2016 are going home. And Bosnia, who shock the winners of the previous tournament, are through to the next round of the competition. And the charity spot makes it through. Well, what a game that was. Portugal, they had chances. Pepe with some big moments. And they even had big moments in that first 10 to 15 minutes. But a big goal from Edin Dzeko was the difference. Portugal are out of the competition. There is going to be a brand new winner of the Euros. Bosnia are through to the next round. Another shock on our cards. What a big result. Portugal 0, Bosnia 1. And what a big result that was. Congratulations to Bosnia for a big result. Big game of football. And that is just a massive result there. 1-0. And a result and a half. That certainly is indeed. So, there we go. there are our fixtures done for today. This is how the knockout stages stand so far. Not a single home side has been able to win a game on the left-hand side of the bracket. Netherlands beat Italy 1-0, Poland beat England 2-0, Croatia beat Russia 3-0, and the shock of the day, Bosnia beating Portugal 1-0. No goals from the home side so far. Is that trend going to continue? Well, tomorrow we have some big fixtures. Austria versus Germany and Spain versus Israel are coming tomorrow. 8 p.m. UK time for those fixtures. You do not want to miss those. It's going to be a big, big set of matches. Are we going to get any more shocks? Could we see Austria and Israel make it through? We'll have to find out. They're at 8 p.m. UK time tomorrow. As for the other games, Turkey versus Romania and Belgium versus France, they're going to be coming on June the 30th. At 7 p.m. UK time. So thank you very much. I've got the hiccups now, Jesus Christ. Thank you very much for everybody that has joined us today. I hope you've enjoyed the games. We'll be back tomorrow at the later time of 8 p.m. UK time. You do not want to miss it. Big games on hands. Will we see any more shocks? You'll have to find out. What a tournament it's been so far. Bosnia with the shock of the tournament so far in the round of 16, you could say. And we'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK time. Don't miss it. In the meantime, if you want to see some more stuff, ! YouTube on the Twitch chat. And if you're watching on YouTube, as always, the highlights are available every day. And there's a whole host of podcasts available on the YouTube channel. So thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you tomorrow at the later time of 8 p.m. See you later.